Okay, K-Rock Mid-Atlantic Rockabilly's MARR Army Rock Show. I am here with Ignite the Fire from Tawnytown, Maryland. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
We've been watching you guys play for a long time. In fact, I think it was going back to one show when your dad came up to me, going way back to a little club out in Hagerstown, Maryland. I've really watched you guys grow from them. So talk about the growth of this band from those first couple years.
Definitely a lot of growth, new members. Got a new bass player, Holly, here, and we've definitely come a long way, I think, musically from our first EP that we put out. Definitely expanded our sound, a lot more of a, I would say, harder, edgier sound compared to what we used to do, and I think our live show really shows the sort of direction that we've gone in, and we've really just become closer and cohesive as a band. So really looking forward to our future and moving forward, and think we got a really strong unit.
So who wants to introduce your new member here to the world that maybe has been seeing you guys play, and tell us how you guys found each other? And
I've known her the longest, so I think I'll go ahead and introduce our wonderful bass player, Holly. I actually went to high school with her, and we were in a band together before this whole thing. We were in a little band. It doesn't matter. But we were looking for a bass player, 2 months, 2.5, 3 months ago, because we didn't have one. Our stand-in had he had prior commitments he had to honor, so he couldn't really do it anymore. And Holly messaged me out of the blue. She's like, "I saw you guys were looking for a bass player," and I was like, "Well, crap. You got to come try out. You're awesome." And it pretty much snowballed from there.
Yeah. So anything you want to say about what's it been like? How long have you been in the band now?
Like a month and a half.
Yeah,
pretty much.
This is only my second show, but no, I grew up listening to this kind of music, like Rush and Metallica and Queen. So it's definitely the music I kind of wanted to play for the long run. And like Mike said, I knew him in high school, and I was following these guys, not a whole lot, but I was following them, and I was like, this is the kind of music I want to play. I love playing. I love performing. So I was like, can I come by and try? He's like, can you learn these 2 songs in 2 days? I'm like,
overnight, right?
Yeah, that's fine. And so showed up, and then like Mike said, it's been a snowball effect. They've been so kind and so welcoming to me, and just being really patient with me, learning the songs, and I just love this environment that I'm in. These guys are really, really awesome.
Kind and welcoming. Yeah, kind and welcoming. That's not words that go with it.
Amazing.
So I was listening to the tune "Breathe" this morning. It's a great tune. When I was talking about the growth of this band, I was like, wow, I played it for her in the hotel room tonight. I was like, where do you hear this? Now, is that going to be a standalone single, or is it going to be part of an EP that's coming up? Or
It's currently a standalone single, but it will be on our EP that we are releasing this spring. It'll be one of 5 tracks that are on it, all of them brand new. Well, Over It was also previously released, and that'll also be on the EP. So we got Criticize, Remember Me, Breathe, Over It, and a new song called You that we're finishing up right now, and hopefully it'll be out in the next couple months.
Now, who wrote the lyrics to that one? Who's the lyricist for? Yeah. So I wrote down a quote because I was just curious. What did I write down? Live another life inside your head. Anything deep there, or am I reading too much into it?
I lyrically, when I go into a song, I always love to leave the lyrics up to interpretation. So I always want to make it seem like whoever's listening to the song at that moment can take something from the lyrics, whether they're going through a hardship, whether they're getting over a hardship. And so the live another life inside your head, that line is basically what it's saying is that, if you're going through a struggle, there is a better life for you. You can find that better life. And yes, you're living it inside your head, but one day it'll become something that's real. So it's something that you can definitely break free from and create your own life around it.
So you guys, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like your show schedule's gotten a lot busier recently. Do you want to talk about that and some of the upcoming shows? I know we're going to see April 1st with Another Lost Year.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we're really excited for that show.
We like those guys a lot.
Oh yeah, we definitely like those guys. We hit up our good buddy John, and we were like, we want to get on this show, and he was like, let's do it. So we're really excited about that one. We have a show coming up March 17th. We're at Headquarters Live down in Salisbury. And then just from there, we're just picking up shows as we go. Really just trying to really book ourselves solid for the summer.
So I know this is tough to do these days, but is there talk of going out and doing a broader tour beyond this region? I know you're pretty well known around here.
We got stuff in the works, but there's details we're still trying to figure out. But we're looking at places like New Jersey, Ohio, Illinois, getting out to Chicago, hopefully. So we're definitely looking to expand our radius of where we can go and hopefully do more like 2-show weekend trips coming up in the summer and just expand from there. Maybe a little boat cruise, something like that.
A little something called Shiprock, maybe. We talked about that a little bit ago. The first time I mentioned earlier, first time I saw you guys play, it was your dad said something to me. So is he kind of the manager of the band now, or is it you? Or
No, I've been very thankful since day one. Yeah, been thankful from day one because he basically said, he's like, do you guys want to play some shows? And we're like, yeah, we want to play some shows. It's like, well, you got to go out and find the shows. We don't know how to do that. So he took over from there, and he's been really instrumental in helping put everything together for the band. And I would say he's definitely, absolutely, he's in a manager position right now. I think, down the road we're going to look for management, but right now he's just been so helpful. And
we owe him our souls pretty much. I mean, at this point, we really do.
Yeah.
So what are the pluses and minuses of having your dad at every show that you can tell us about?
Well, the plus is definitely, I don't know. Is there any minuses? He lets me get away with everything. I'm a pretty lucky child. The pluses are the fact that we can go home at night and say, okay, this is what we need to do, and then I can relay that information to the rest of the guys, and they bring it right back to me. So that way there's a constant stream of communication where we're like, okay, we have a show, I can tell the guys, they get back to me, and it's all booked in the span of half hour. So
Total transparency. It's great. So you don't have to worry about a guy trying to sneak some money out of you and things like that. And he gives us total attention, which is great.
Free transportation.
That's a big one.
Sounds like
I
all
said,
pluses.
he owes our souls.
I always joke and say he's got a little book somewhere where he's writing down every expense.
Yeah.
And then, if we ever make it, he's like, all right, you owe me this much money. Well, okay, Dad. Thanks.
Talking about the money end of things, we always tell people to buy their tickets from the bands. Don't go to the headliner, look down the bill a little bit, buy our tickets from them. Talk to people who may not know about how important that is to do to keep bands going.
So what do you guys want to...
Well, when we always get the opportunity to sell our tickets either through us or online. We have a nice online merch store that's through our Facebook page and all that, and it's good to show promoters that you can actually sell tickets, and that's what gives them confidence to keep bringing these local bands onto their shows. Or they could either do that, or these local bands aren't selling any tickets, we're just going to do the national tours and that's it, and not let any local bands or the local scene thrive. And that's part of the crucial part to it, is just letting that local scene thrive and growing it. And I think purchasing the tickets through the bands is a great aspect of growth.
So I've never heard you do an acoustic tune before. Have you guys tried any acoustic tunes or played any acoustic shows?
Yes, we have. And
You want to elaborate?
Well, I'm not the one to ask. I've never been a big acoustic guy, but we've done a few. We did one at Angels Rock Bar. That was one of my first shows actually with them. It was early on. Actually, at my 21st birthday party, the guys, they came and we did a little thing for my family. That was pretty fun. And then at York College, we did a little acoustic.
Night. Just a little something fun to do.
Yeah. So, it's not off of the table. It's something we do. It's just not all the time.
Yeah, we actually, we recently were just in contact with someone up in New York who is trying to get us up there to do an acoustic show. So, it's definitely something that we want to look into doing and definitely expanding ourselves musically, because I love doing acoustic, especially from the standpoint you can sit down and strip down the songs, and you can pick different elements of it, and it sounds so beautiful. So, I absolutely love it.
So you kind of almost alluded to this. One more thing before I let you go here. You're kind of like a fixture out in this Western Maryland, Southwestern PA. Yet you're kind of you're from Tawnytown, Maryland, right? So talk about how did we get from Tawnytown to being so popular way out here?
Well, when you're from the middle of nowhere,
We're in the middle of nowhere.
That's the thing. We went from one nowhere to
Other middle of nowhere is like us.
It just so happens that all our fans are in another nowhere. No, yeah.
A lot of it goes back to Operation Rockfest. That really got our name out this way.
Yeah.
Getting to play with Pop Evil and Saving Abel and all them was a really good that was good exposure for us, and I feel like we've benefited from that one ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no venues where we are back home So because of that, we really had to expand. You know, a lot of people, like if you're from Baltimore, you can walk down the street and you're at a venue.
Yeah.
When you're in a place like Tawnytown, you've got an hour every direction.
Yep.
So we had to think, okay, we're definitely gonna have to go somewhere to play. And the hard part of that is that when you go to these places, they're not gonna know you. So because of that, we had to create a following, come back and play and play and play. And you know, I think at this point we can definitely say that we appreciate everyone who has come out, who continues to come out to the shows. And you know, without the fan support, we would not be where we are right now.
So where's the best place for folks to go to find your music, find your merch, and do all that stuff that they want to follow you guys?
Definitely Facebook. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/IgniteTheFireRocks. We're on Twitter, Instagram. We got a brand new website that's going to go up in probably about a month. So we're really excited about launching the website. And that's where people are going to be able to order tickets, order merch. We do have a merch store currently through Big Cartel. So if you follow us on Facebook, you'll have links to everything. So that's the best way to get in contact.
It's been Ignite the Fire from Tawnytown, Maryland, which we now know is in the middle of nowhere. So don't look for it on the map. And go out and check out the tune Breathe Man. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys this, by the way. I want to surprise you with this. I'm adding Breathe to our MARR Army Rock Show's Golden Dozen this week. So you're up there with some heavy hitters. I thought that much of the tune. So check out the show this week. And yeah. we'll make sure you guys see it. So ignite the fire, everybody, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.